Hey there, my beautiful friend. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. Today's class is going to be a practice for heart opening, and it's actually one of the classes inside of my heart opening series available inside of my monthly online studio membership. If you're curious to learn more about this series or about my membership, I'll leave the link below so you can check it out. I offer a 7-day free trial. If you decide it's not your thing, you can cancel at any time. Basically, inside of this membership, you can find hundreds of yin and vinyasa style yoga classes, mindfulness exercises, meditations, and everything you need for your self-awareness, self-growth journey. So let's go ahead and get started with today's practice. In next month's series, we are going to be focusing on the topic of opening the heart. And rather than going into detail on what kind of classes you can expect in this series, I'm going to read you a quote by Rumi that I think sums it up pretty well. At least, I think sums up the intention behind this series. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. This is one of my favorite quotes. It's a fairly famous quote by Rumi, but I think it explains really well the intention behind this series. So in today's class, we're going to be mostly using a Vinyasa style, but we'll be starting off with one yin posture, and we'll finish in a shavasana with a guided meditation. So I'm going to have you come into a supported fish pose to begin. You may want to have your blocks for this or a bolster. You can place one block at the top of your mat for your head and the other block at your shoulders, at the bottom part of the shoulder blades. You can choose the height of the block. If you prefer starting with the lowest height and working your way up towards there, that's perfectly fine. So come and lie down on top of your blocks. You can either bring the soles of your feet together and take your knees out wide, or extend your legs out in front of you, or come onto the soles of your feet with your knees bent. Take your arms out to the side. And once you've settled into your shape, bring your awareness to your body, noticing in particular the area around your heart. Take a few deep breaths here as you focus on your heart space, noticing what you feel. Let your body begin to soften, releasing any tension in the shoulder area or the neck, softening your face and your jaw, relaxing your belly, letting your hips root into the mat. Take about another 5 deep breaths here. Whenever you're ready, slowly begin to come up into a seat, any way that feels right for you, and go ahead and take your blocks or your bolster off to the side. Come into a regular cross-legged seat. If it would feel better, you can sit on top of a block or the edge of a blanket. Bring your hands to your knees. Bring your spine upright and take a deep breath in. And a nice long exhale out. One more time, just like that. Big breath in. Exhaling it out, let your shoulders drop down your back. Slowly begin to draw a few circles with your chest, rounding your back as you come back and finding a slight arch in your spine as you come forward. Let your breath lead your movement. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. And go ahead and change directions. Slowly make your way back to center, bringing your spine back upright. Inhale, circle your arms above you, and then grab onto opposite elbows, pulling your elbows apart. Lift your chest, drop your shoulders down your back. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, take your arms back up overhead, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Pull your elbows apart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to cactus. Inhale one more time, grab onto opposite elbows. Exhale, cactus your arms. And slowly release your arms back down to the ground. Take a deep inhale, circle your arms back above you. This time interlace your hands behind your head. Take your elbows out wide. Find a slight arch in your spine as you inhale. Exhale, draw your elbows together around your back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Continue here for a few more rounds at your own pace. Slowly make your way back up into a neutral spine. Take one more breath here. Exhale out all the air. Whenever you're ready, make your way onto all fours. Coming right into puppy pose. Keep your hips above your knees. Walk your hands forward. Lower your chest and forehead down to the mat. We'll make this a dynamic puppy pose, taking our cat-cows right from here. Bring your thumbs to point upwards, coming onto the outer edges of your hands. With your inhale, round your upper back. Exhale, let your heart melt back down towards the mat. Continue here for a few more rounds at your own pace. Slowly come to stillness. The next time you have your chest pressing towards the mat, lower your palms back down onto the ground. Take a deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. With your next inhale, slide your chest in between your arms, coming into Sphinx pose. Lift your chest, shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back through your puppy pose, hips above your knees, chest down towards the mat. Inhale, slide forward into Sphinx. Exhale, back into puppy. One more time, just like that. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, coming back through puppy. This time coming back through Sphinx. Lower your forehead down to the mat. Come onto your fingertips, bending your elbows. Press down into the ground. Inhale, lift your chest and forehead. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Continue for a few more rounds here at your own pace. And slowly come back down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your elbows in close. Inhale up through a cobra pose. With your exhale, press up into your downward facing dog. And draw your chest towards your thighs. Feel free to walk out your dog if that would feel good, bending into one knee and then the other. Connecting your breath to your movement. Slowly come to stillness in your down dog. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Press your heels back. Take another breath in. Exhale it out. On your next inhale, lift your heels, shift them over to the left. Lower your right heel down, keep your left knee bent. Inhale as you lift your right fingers off the mat. Hollow out your chest, sending your right lung back. Exhale, release that hand back down. Inhale, take your heels back up through center and let them fall over to the right, lowering your left heel down, keep your right knee bent. Inhale as you hover your left fingers off the ground, hollow out your chest. Exhale, release that hand down. On your inhale, bring your heels back to center. Inhale, lift your heels back up, bend your knees, release them down to the mat. Shift forward, lower your chest and chin. Inhale, rise up through your cobra. Exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. We'll repeat that movement 2 more times. On your inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, lower them down to the mat. Shift forward, lower your chest and chin. Inhale as you slide in between your arms, coming up through cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, lift your heels, lower your knees, shift forward, chest and chin lowers. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back to downward dog. Take a deep breath here, noticing if anything has shifted. On your next inhale, look to the top of your mat, step or jump through into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Root down, inhale, rise up to standing, circle your arms above you. Exhale, release your arms down by your side and bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips pointing up. Lift and lengthen your spine, press your hips forward, begin to find a baby back bend, arching your upper back. Take your head back if it's okay on your neck. Inhale, come back up into a neutral spine. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, take your arms back. Inhale, rise back up to standing. Exhale, bending your knees, fly your arms behind you. Inhale, rise up. And one more time, exhale, arms come behind you, bend your knees. This time come up into chair pose, keeping the weight into your heels. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, press back into your plank. Press your heels back, firm up your center. On your inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up through your cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath or two here. Inhale your right leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward into your hands, lower your right foot down. Inhale, right up into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, shift forward. Lower your left foot down. Inhale up through cobra. Exhale, downward dog. One more time each side. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, shift forward. Lower your right foot. Rise up through cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, shift forward. Lower that foot down. Rise up through your cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Come back to your breath. On your next inhale, send your right leg up behind you. Exhale, knee towards nose. Step that foot through, low crescent lunge. Drop your back knee down. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Eagle arms. Cross your left arm underneath your right, palms together or to your shoulder blades. Shoulders down your back. Elbows away from your face. On your inhale, lift your left knee off the mat, coming into high lunge. Keep your eagle arms. Stay here or find an arch in your spine, taking your chest up and back. Inhale, bring your spine into a neutral position. Circle your arms above you. Exhale, reach your arms back, chest comes forward. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior two, spin your back, heel down. Keep sending your front knee towards your pinky toe. Exhale, cartwheel your hands in front. Press back into your downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Inhale, extend your left leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards nose, step it through, low crescent lunge. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, take your arms back into cactus. Lift your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time, right arm underneath your left. Eagle arms, palms together or hands to your shoulder blades. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears, elbows away from your face. With your next inhale, lift your right knee off the mat. Press that heel back. Gently find your arch. Inhale, come up through center. Circle your arms above you. Exhale, extended lunge. Send your chest forward, arms reach back. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Spin your back toes out. Steady your gaze over your front middle finger. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, send your right leg up behind you. Exhale, open your hip, bend your knee. Stay here or flip your dog. Bending both knees, take your toes to point towards the back of your mat. Reach your right arm towards the top of your mat. Exhale, release your hips all the way down into a seat. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders for reverse tabletop. Inhale, lift your hips up. Take your head back if it's okay on your neck. Exhale, lower your hips back down. Roll onto your left side. Come onto your forearm, stacking your shoulder above your left elbow. Extend your left leg down in front of you. Right foot on the mat behind you. On your inhale, lift your hips off the ground. Reach your right arm towards the top of your mat. Maybe you come onto the ball of your right foot. With your exhale, lower both forearms down to the top of your mat, forearm plank. Spin your right foot down, pull your navel in, press your heels back. Stay here or begin to walk your feet in for dolphin pose, any amount that works for you. Hug your shoulders in towards your center. And slowly begin to walk your feet back out into your forearm plank, rising up through your plank, coming onto your hands, and exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Inhale, send your left leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, open your hip, bend your knee. Stay here or flip your dog, bending both of your knees, toes pointing forward. Reach your left arm to the top of your mat. Exhale, come down into a seat. Keep your feet hips width apart, hands underneath your shoulders, fingers pointing towards your feet. Inhale, reverse tabletop, lift your hips. Take your head back if it's okay on your neck. Exhale, lower your hips all the way down. Roll onto your right side, come onto your right forearm, stacking your shoulder above your elbow. Extend your right leg in front of you, lower the sole of your foot down to the inside of your right knee. On your inhale, lift your hips up, send your left arm up towards the ceiling. An option to lift your left heel up. Exhale, lower both your forearms down, forearm plank. Lower your left foot down, pull your navel in, press your heels back. Exhale, release your hips down to the mat, coming into Sphinx. Shoulders down your back. Chest open, heart open. Slowly release your forehead down to the mat. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press back into a child's pose. Come back to your breath. Slowly begin to walk your hands in, coming up into a seat. Bring your spine upright, shoulders down your back. Keep your hands on your knees or bring them to your heart center. Close your eyes if that would feel all right for you. Pausing here for a moment to bring your awareness to your heart center. I'm going to read one more time the quote by Rumi, which we began this class with. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Take one more breath here. Whenever you feel ready, begin to transition into your shavasana, taking with you whatever you need to get comfortable, as this will be a little bit longer shavasana with a guided meditation. If you feel that meditation is not really your cup of tea, feel free to stop the class right here and take your shavasana for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, extend your legs out in front of you, arms by your side. Let your body soften. Let go of any last little bit of tension. Begin to soften your breath. When we talk about openness in the heart, we often use phrases such as, "that warmed my heart." This is to say that opening the heart is accompanied by a physical sensation of a warmer temperature. Take a moment to bring to mind a time when you felt this warmth in your heart. Notice what this warmth feels like. Now imagine that this warmth is coming from a light in and around your heart. As you focus on this light and the warmth of it and all the feelings that accompany it, let it grow brighter and warmer. Let it light up and warm the area beyond your heart. Let it spread out. Now, as you continue to focus on this light and this warmth, notice what thoughts, memories, or worries intervene and dim this light and cool that warmth. Perhaps a particular person comes to mind, or an angry feeling, or a fear of getting hurt. Now, just as you give this feeling or person the power to dim this light, can you give that same amount of power to that feeling of warmth, letting that light shine brighter, holding that warmth, letting it continue growing. Keep your focus on this warmth and light for the next few cycles of breath. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly roll over onto your side, curling up into a fetal position. And when you're ready, make your way up into a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to your knees or onto your heart, pausing here for a moment. We'll close this practice with a deep breath together. Inhale, exhale it out. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Once again, if you'd like to check out the full series, go to the link I left below in the comments section so you can start your 7-day free trial of my online studio membership. Once you're in there, you can find the Opening the Heart series, and you'll find this class as well as others in there. If you'd like to continue practicing with me here on my YouTube channel, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, or share this video. All of that helps me to keep putting out free classes for you to enjoy. Thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.